Live coverage continues here on CBS Sports HQ. The winning skipper, manager Brian Snitker, at the podium.
Third row on your left.
Brian, can you talk about what went into the decision to pull in when you did, not just with the no-hitter, but also against the backup?
No, I mean, the no-hitter thing, he wasn't going to pitch a 9-inning no-hitter. He wasn't going to have pitches to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say also against the backdrop of 2 bullpen games.
I'm sorry?
Also against
but it's still, I mean, I'm, and I told Ian, I said, Ian, I'll be honest with you, he was, and one of the things was he's thrown a lot of pitches to the top half of that lineup, getting ready to go back out when he did. I thought the 4th inning, he really had to work to get through that. He had a really good 5th inning. And then I told him, because he was like, are you sure? Are you sure? But I was just like, Ian, I'm going with my gut right here. And just my eyes, my gut. It'd have been real easy to let him go out. I don't know. Our guys were rested that we like. And I just thought that at some point, those guys that saw, I think, Altuve, their first 3 hitters saw had 12 pitches that they saw off him. And I was like, he's getting out of trouble and he's making pitches. And, you look up there and even he was making pitches when he had to. And that's what I said earlier today. The kid never stops pitching. He never stops trying to make pitches. And I don't know. I mean, it could have backfired, I guess. But I just thought at that point in time, in this game of this magnitude and all, that he had done his job. And we had a bullpen that all the guys we used had 2 days off. And they were only going to pitch an inning apiece. And that made them available for the next 2 games after if it went south.
Dave in the 4th row in the middle.
Snit, were you almost relieved when they get that hit in the 9th inning after the only hit to that point was the one that falls in?
No, I wasn't relieved. I wanted to catch that ball. There was no relief at all.
In retrospect, I should say.
No. I was like, oh my God, now they're bringing, I wasn't relieved after that.
What can you say about Ian, what he's been able to do in his postseason career so far?
No, he's been awesome. He's been awesome. The kid is, like I said, is so mature. But it's, we got a lot of 3-ball counts, but the biggest credit to Ian is he never stops trying to making pitches. He never gives in. He stays with his stuff. He stays with the game plan. If it doesn't work, he goes to the next hitter and starts anew. And he's got a really good quality of limited damage when he's not real sharp. If I don't know. I mean, it's just like we had all our guys gassed up today, and I kind of liked how it's set up after. And I think too in the postseason, I mean, we hadn't scored any runs either, so he's one mistake away from a really good outing going awry, honestly, which against this lineup is really easy to happen. So I just kind of felt that he got us to a really good point in the game.
Mark in the 2nd row on your right.
Snit, when you go through this game, do you have to just forget about the fact there's 2 bullpen games coming, just focus on this one?
Yeah, no, I was all about winning the day, and we'll deal with tomorrow. And it is. We're going to have to use a lot of the other guys, and that's just hopefully we score more runs.
Do you have a pitcher for tomorrow?
Well, we're still talking. It's going to be an opener. And we're not sure right now. We're still, as things get rushed through, talking about who that's going to be. But we'll have one here shortly.
We'll go to the 5th row in the middle.
Snit, now that you've experienced it, what was your first World Series experience like at Truist Park, and how special was it?
No, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was everything I thought it'd be. The fans were unbelievable. I'm sure outside in the Battery, everything was just crazy. No, it was really cool. Really cool. I thought, before I thought we did I got to hug Billy, and. tell her how much I missed Hank.
Go to Joel on your right, Snit.
It's not easy to ask a question after this, Brian, but I'm wondering, you have an important job, obviously, which is to try to win this game, number one. Do you ever think within the game about history or about what might be most entertaining, or are you so focused on a singular event, I need to win a baseball game?
Yeah, I need to win a baseball game, honestly. I don't see a lot of stuff. Over the course of my career, my wife's like, you see this, see that? And I was like, no. You know, I mean, you just get so locked in on the game itself, and you don't see things because there's just so much going on in the course of the game.
We'll go to Tyler.
Sid, all of the reasons you stated about pulling him are perfectly logical, but it still has never really happened. I don't think a pitcher being pulled from a no-hitter in the World Series when he's healthy. Are those kind of decisions something you've evolved into over time? Because it's probably not something we would have seen.
Yeah, no, you're probably, that's a good question, and you're probably right. The me of old, probably a couple of years ago, I'm thinking, how the hell am I doing this? Quite honestly, but you know what, Ian, he had so many. You know, the pitch count was such that he wasn't going 9 innings. You know, so it wasn't about that. I've had that happen to me a few times during the regular season where you let guys go. But he wasn't going to throw a no-hitter himself. It might have been it was going to be a combined no-hitter if he did it, but he probably only had one more inning in him after we took him out.
We'll do 2 more for Snit because a couple of his players are here.
Snit, you guys have not lost a game at Truist Park this postseason. What is it about this ballpark this year in the postseason?
I don't know. Way to go. No, I don't know. The guys like playing here. They do. I mean, people ask me during the season, how come you win on the road, you don't win at home, vice versa, and I don't know what it is. I know the guys like playing here. They like being at home. They like our atmosphere here, our just everything internally. Our fans are awesome. I keep saying it, this Braves country thing is real. It is so good, and our players love it, appreciate it, and it's a real thing how these people come out and support this club, and they do feed off of it. I'm sorry, they feed off of it.
I'll finish up with Mark halfway back on your right.
Brian, what was your view on the Diaz hit? Did you think Rosario could have gotten to it, and what was the reaction in the dugout?
I haven't seen it, and honestly, I'll be honest with you. I was sitting back in the dugout, which I normally don't, just because of the elements. So, and I haven't seen a replay or whatever. I know it's probably one of those in between type things. And I'm going to tell you what, to the players' credit, it's hard to hear. It is so loud, and it's hard to hear. And that's one of those plays where you practice. If you got somebody that can work the pitching machine really good to do that play when we do pop-up priorities in spring training. That's a big play that we do so we don't have wrecks and guys take command of that. But in these circumstances, anything can happen because guys can't hear each other.
Was there a reaction in the dugout, or was it just, tying runs on base now?
No, I mean, I reacted. I don't know. I just reacted. I mean, I wanted number one. I didn't care about no hitter. I just care about the tie run getting. But it happens. I mean, it's a tough play right there.
Snit, thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Eddie Rosario and Tyler Matzik.
Just want to win the game. It's all that matters at this point. Yeah, it's cool to be on the right side of history, but the right side of history can also include a World Series title. Yeah, you don't get the no-hitter, but Ian Anderson gives you 5 no-hit innings. And now he's got a 1.26 ERA in his first 8 career postseason starts. That's second lowest behind only Orlando Hernandez, El Duque, a 1.22 ERA. Braves the first team in World Series history to use at least 5 pitchers and allow 2 or fewer hits, as Ian Anderson is the first Braves rookie starter to earn a World Series win.